Recently, I've been getting a lot of questions from you guys asking me, is now the best time to be buying Pokemon cards? Well, today we're going to have a look and see if that is true or if it's false. And we're going to have a look at all the Pokemon prices that are going on in the world right now. So let's get into it. What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing well. Now, I've been watching a lot of videos recently. I've been hearing a lot of hearsay as well in the fact that apparently we are currently in a bit of a dip when it comes to buying Pokemon products, Pokemon cards, and all sorts of things. The prices of things are starting to go down, which is good because it means a lot more people are able to afford some things, and it just means that prices are sort of going back to normal and not at the overly priced and hyped sort of state it was in about a year ago or in the last year. But anyway, is now the best time to be buying Pokemon cards? Well, today we are going to put that to the test and see if that is true. So if you do enjoy this video, please hit that thumbs up. Can we hit 100 likes on this video? And if you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But we are heading over to eBay because we're going to have a look and see if this is the best time to buy Pokemon cards. Have prices of cards actually gone down, or is this just rumors? So first things first, I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at raw cards. So just the prices of raw cards straight from the pack, or people that have been holding that aren't graded. And we're going to see if the prices of those have gone down since the last month of coming out, or last 2 months. And the best way to do that is look at Shining Fates. It is probably the most popular set that's come out recently. Obviously, we have Hidden Fates and Battle Styles, but Battle Styles was nowhere near as popular as Shining Fates. So we can see if it is gone down in price. So if I do Shining Fates Pokemon cards, and we can see, we can actually pick a card and just see if the price of it has gone down. So I think one card would be actually really good to look at is potentially the we can actually look at a few. We can look at, let me do the Suicune card, because that is probably the second most popular card in the set. So here it's going for £25, £35. We got one for £12, but that's bid. Buy now, £33. Now what we can do is we can actually look at the sold items and see how much they have gone for. So we can actually see that recently, actually yesterday, one sold for £30. There was one that was accepted £30, so it's probably accepted a little bit under. We've got one here for £20, one here for £21. So I'd say the general price in the last couple of days has been between £30 and maybe £20, which is very good. One went for £6.60 here. Wow. Maybe someone just didn't see that one. But what we can actually do now, if we do it order by date, if that is what we do, don't worry, that isn't my postcode. I'm on a different, I put a different one in just to show that it isn't mine. But anyway, we can go to ended recently. Okay, so there we go. So now we're on ended recently. It's already set to it. We can actually go back a long time and see how much it was going for when it first came out. So hopefully we are back. When's this? So this is March. This is about a month ago. Let's see if we can go further. Okay, we can't actually go further back. This is as far as we can go. March, so that is March, April, May. That's 3 months ago. We can see that this card went for 34, 26, 31, 32. So when this first came out, we got one for 55, 21. So actually the price of this card actually hasn't gone down that much. Maybe because there are certain factors we can take into account here. Is maybe that is because it's just really hard to pull. As you guys know, Shining Fates is such a huge set that maybe because it's just very hard to pull, that there isn't that actually many being sold, hence why the price hasn't actually changed. But looking at that, the price actually is the same 3 months down the line. So it hasn't gone up and it hasn't gone down. We can now look at Charizard, Shiny Charizard VMAX from Shining Fates. This is £160. This one's went for today. We have one for 175. These are raw now, remember. We've got 169, 171, 160, 155. So I would say between, okay, 145. Okay, we can say between £145 and then £175. So that was what it's going for at the moment. Now, if we go all the way back to when it first came out, wow, as you can see, when it first came out, £285. So the Shiny Charizard VMAX has definitely gone down in price. We got £321 here, £231. So the price of this card has definitely dropped quite a bit, to be fair. If we're going off this one, 320, that's literally about £150 cheaper. That was quick math. I could be wrong. But yeah, here is £100 dearer back then as well in March. 250. So the price of the Charizard card has actually gone down in price. So if you guys are looking to buy a shiny Charizard VMAX, like, you're going to be getting it at a lot cheaper than what it was selling for 3 months ago or 2 months ago when it actually first dropped. Now, we can have a look at some Hidden Fates cards as well. We can see if those prices have changed, because Hidden Fates actually came out in 2019. And you know what? We can do the Charizard as well for this one. GX it is. Now, the difference between Hidden Fates is that this set came out 2 years ago. So, well, I say actually it was harder to get cards now, but there has been a Hidden Fates reprint recently. So we actually might be able to get these cards a little bit cheaper. So if we look at the Shiny Charizard GX, this one went for £300 raw. I'm just trying to see if there are any more. 370. We've got, that's graded, 345. So we could say between 375 and £300. So rough, give or take, okay? Now, if we go all the way back to, I don't even know how far this goes back. So this is in March, 420, 460. We got 200, oh, that's Japanese, okay. 430. That one is that Japanese? Yeah, that's Korean. Okay, so that's why that's cheaper. We've got £514 here. So this has definitely gone down in price as well by like 200. No, wait, what was it? It was about £100, like, give or take. So this has gone down as well. So there is, by the looks of it, a tiny bit of a dip in prices for Pokemon cards at the moment. So it could actually be worth noting that it is actually probably best to buy some cards right now. If you are looking to buy some cards for your collection, now is probably a good time, because prices are at a bit of a low. Will they go further down? Who knows? Will they continue to go back up? Logan Paul literally had his boxing fight against Floyd Mayweather yesterday, and he was wearing a what was it, a Beckett 10 first edition Charizard. So, and he said that card is now worth $1 million. So is that going to boost the prices again? Who knows? But let's have a quick look at graded cards now. So if we go PSA, let's go Hidden Fates Charmander. Let's see if any are on the market right now. So we have one here sold 2 days ago for a PSA 10. Oh, let me put PSA 10 so we stay consistent. PSA 10 Charmander went for £170, basically. We've got one here for 175. So these are going for around £175 at the moment, or the most recent sales. Now, if we go all the way back, oh, okay, this is international, so obviously hasn't been that many sold. Wow, it's actually taking me all the way down. Okay, so the furthest back we can go is May. Oh no, is this... This doesn't look like it's actually ordered this time for some strange reason, and these are all raw. Maybe because this is a lot harder to get in a grade, because obviously graded cards are a bit different at the moment, because obviously PSA is shut. Like, cards aren't coming back as quickly as they used to. So this was in April. So this went for £141. Then this went for £125. That's a PSA 10 as well. So I would actually say this isn't the most accurate, but the price of the Charmander in Hidden Fates is between 170 and 150. And it's going for, at the moment, 170 still. So I think maybe getting PSA cards may be a bit different, purely because of that PSA and graded cards are taking so long to come back, that they're actually a little bit harder to get on the market right now. So if I was buying cards, which I'm potentially going to be doing for collections and stuff, it might actually be best to buy them raw, purely because there are going to be a lot more cards out raw than there are graded, right? More people are more likely to sell a raw card that's ungraded, because you don't have to go for the hassle of waiting for the card to come back, and also doing all the paperwork and whatnot, and paying to get it graded and stuff like that. So people are more inclined to sell cards raw. But another thing we can look at potentially is our WotC cards, so Wizard of the Coast cards, so vintage Pokemon cards. And we can see if the prices for vintage, because we've currently been looking at modern. And modern, in terms of raw cards, have gone down a tiny bit. And then with the graded, it's kind of, I've only looked at one card, to be fair. But I would just presume even that the prices for graded are going to, for modern, are going to be a little bit up and down, purely because people can't get cards back. But people have had vintage cards for a long time. So if we go for, let's just do a base set Charizard. Let's just keep it simple. Base set Charizard. We can see what it's going for and what it's currently going for. So at the moment, We've got one here, went for £100. We want to see this one here, went for 300. We got 100 again. And then that one is absolutely beaten up. That's the other thing, is that obviously with vintage, condition comes into play a lot. Like if one's really battered up, it's going to go for a lot cheaper than one that is in good condition. But we can say from looking at some of these, 165, that one looks pretty good condition as well. So 165, 140. So we can say about £150. So 150 to 100, we'll say. So if we go all the way back now to page 9, all the way back. So it was going for 100 to 150. This is still in May though, so it's not that far behind. Can we go any further back? You know what? This will make it a lot easier. If I do PSA 10, that probably is the best way to do it, right? That's the only annoying thing, is that on eBay, it just shows whenever you type in PSA 10 Charizard, it gives you like every Pokemon card there ever is. Like, why is it giving me a Lapras? Why is it giving me a Lugia? Do you know what I mean? But if we go to here, that's about 1,600, but it got accepted offer. Okay, here's one that went in April for 9,900. Okay, so PSA 10 base set Charizard, 9,900. Let's see if we can go a lot further back and try and find one a couple of months ago, but it seems that might be a little bit difficult because it's only showing us 4 pages. Okay, oh, one here went for £12,000. Okay, so in March, a PSA 10 went for £12,000. So that is about £3,000 cheaper. So it is, even in vintage, the prices have gone down a little bit. So we are in a bit of a dip. So if you are looking, like I said, if you're looking to get some cards right now, I think now is a good time. One piece of advice I would definitely say, and I'm no expert, I'm literally getting into this relatively new. I've only just started getting into Pokemon a couple years ago, but I'm getting a lot serious now in the last year or two. But one thing I will say is never try and time it perfectly. Never try and buy something at the lowest it will ever be, because you just can't predict it. Like, you could, tomorrow the prices could go skyrocket again, purely because of the Logan Paul things. You just can't predict what's going to happen. So if you can find a good deal for you, the price is lower than it usually would, you're still winning. Even if it drops a little bit more, like a month later or a couple weeks later, you still have bought it at a cheaper price. And it's better to play it safe than risk waiting even longer for the price to go up, because imagine it goes up another £3,000 or something, then you've totally missed out. So that's my advice to you guys from looking at all of that stuff on eBay. I know it was a bit of a quick search, but I didn't want to make this video super long for you guys, and hopefully you have found it entertaining. But it looks like we are in a bit of a dip, so it definitely is worth trying to get some cards right now and trying to find some good deals. So that is going to wrap up this video, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Hopefully you found it useful. If you have, please hit that thumbs up. Like I said, 100 likes on this video, that would be greatly appreciated. And thank you for supporting, subscribing, and all that kind of stuff. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Have a great rest of the day. Until then, I am out.